The man who came back from death, 48 hours, lost at sea. The miracle survivor, it was 11 p.m. The ocean was so calm, the kind of calm that makes your skin crawl, and the ferry, Silver Hope, was moving slow, like it was carrying a secret. Ethan Miller, a simple, hard-working guy from a small town in Virginia, had been working in the Gulf for a few months. Now, he was finally heading home to see his family. He held a small duffel bag and a heart full of excitement to see his daughter, Lily. Right before he boarded, his wife handed him his ticket and said, "Ethan, please be careful. I've got a bad feeling tonight." He laughed it off. "Come on, honey. Say a prayer and everything's gonna be fine." But neither of them knew that this night was about to change his entire life. The moment Ethan got on board, he heard a strange sound, like metal tapping or something hitting the side of the ferry. He asked one of the workers, "Hey man, what's that noise?" The guy snapped back, "Don't worry about it. It's normal." But when Ethan looked around, he saw workers acting nervous. One of them held a flashlight and whispered, "The engine's overheating again." Ethan placed his hand on his chest and muttered, "God, please watch over us." 2:07 a.m. Most passengers were asleep. The ocean was black, like ink. And then, boom! The entire ferry shook. Doors flew open. People shot awake screaming. The power went out. The Silver Hope tilted dangerously to one side. Someone screamed, "We're sinking! The ship is sinking!" Panic exploded like wildfire. Kids crying, women screaming, men pushing and stumbling over each other. Ethan tried to stay balanced, but the tilt threw him to the ground. On the way up, he saw a father holding his little girl. The man's face was pale, his legs trembling. He begged Ethan, "Please, please take my daughter. My leg's broken. I can't move." Ethan looked at the girl, fear in her eyes, shaking like a leaf. He didn't think twice. He grabbed her. He sprinted toward the lifeboats. But when he got there, the crowd was out of control, crushing each other. The captain shouted, "This boat is full! No more space!" A woman screamed, "Take the child! The child goes first!" Ethan stretched his arms and handed the girl forward. Someone grabbed her and pulled her onto the boat. But Ethan, the waves shifted. The ferry jerked violently. And in a single second, everything turned upside down. The water swallowed him whole. Roaring sounds. Cold darkness. A shock that felt like knives against his skin. When he finally surfaced, he saw the ferry sinking. People screaming, people begging, and others, already silent. He shouted, "Anybody out there? Someone answer me." But the ocean answered with terrifying silence. In the distance, he saw a large floating wooden panel. He swam toward it with the last strength he had and climbed on. The night was brutal, waves smashing, wind cutting through his bones, his teeth chattering like he was freezing to death. He kept hearing strange noises, like someone breathing behind him. But every time he turned, nothing. Once, he heard a voice whisper, "Let go. Just let go." He spun around. Nobody. He knew it was fear and exhaustion. But the voice sounded real. Too real. When the sun rose, the first thing he saw was a man's body floating toward him. As it got closer, Ethan realized it was the same father who handed him his daughter. Ethan choked on his own breath. "No, no, please God." Pain crushed his chest. But then Lily's face flashed in his mind. He remembered his promise. Daddy's coming back. By the second day, his lips were cracked, his eyes burning, his stomach twisting from hunger. He felt like he was slipping into unconsciousness. Night fell again, colder, darker. cruel. He heard the ferry sinking all over again, like it was happening right beside him. And then the whispers started again. "Ethan, let go. Let go," he screamed. "I'm not letting go. You hear me? I'm not dying out here." He wasn't fighting the ocean anymore. He was fighting his own mind. Around midnight, the waves calmed. Silence spread across the water. Ethan felt his body shutting down, every cell begging him to stop. He looked up at the sky and whispered, "God, if I'm meant to live, save me. And if not, then take me peacefully. Don't let me drown like this." For the first time, death felt close, closer than ever. Just before dawn, with the first thin line of sunlight, he heard something, a distant engine, weak but real. He tried raising his hand. Nothing. He tried shouting. His voice was gone. He was slipping off the wood, falling back into the water, when a bright light cut through the fog. A voice shouted, "There! Someone's alive!" A life ring hit the water. Strong arms pulled him up. He broke down, crying like a child. On deck, they asked him, "What's your name?" Barely able to speak, he whispered, I came back from the dead." He spent 3 days in the hospital, asking one question. The little girl, is she alive? Finally, the answer came. She survived, and her father is on his way to thank you. When Ethan got home, his daughter Lily ran toward him, screaming, "Daddy!" He hugged her tight, knowing his survival wasn't an accident. Final message. Ethan's story isn't just about survival. It's a war between a man and death, between despair and hope, between the darkest night and the miracle that saved him. If you made it to the end, hit like and comment. Okay to prove you're here. Some stories stay with you forever, and this one, it's carved into the soul.